أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you all, my wonderful JSS1 students, to another English Studies class. My name is Hassan Sulaiman from CTY Mudo College, Ibadan. Alhamdulillah for giving us opportunity to be alive till today. We pray to Allah to continue to protect us and save us from this pandemic. Do ensure you use this opportunity of staying home to assist your parents as much as possible. And don't forget to observe all your daily salat. May Almighty Allah accept it from us. Last week, our last lesson was on spoken English, and we treated two consonant sounds. The first consonant is a voiceless sound, and the sound is pronounced th. Everybody say it, th, just like your th in Arabic alphabet. The consonant th can be found in words like mouth, birthday, throw, mouth, and many more words. The second consonant sound we treated was consonant the. Everybody say it, the. Again, the. This consonant is a voiced sound. We can have consonant the in words like northern, southern, these, bath, and many more words like that. Now, this week, our first lesson will be on structure. Everybody say it, structure. And the topic before us is prepositions. Everybody say it, prepositions. And our reference material is NOSIG for Junior Secondary Schools 1 by Ayobanjo et al. Published by University Press PLC, pages 148 to 149. But before I go into the lesson, who can define what a preposition is to us in the class? Yes, Abdulaziz. Well, you have tried. Ikma. Yes, you've all done well. Now let's look at these examples. The book is on the table. Who can tell us the preposition in this sentence? Yes, Absalam, I can see your hands up. Yes, on, mashallah. The second example says, she looked at me. Who can tell us the preposition in this example? Okay, Nimatullah. Yes, that's very correct. The preposition in this second example is at. Now let's look at what prepositions are. Prepositions are words used with nouns or noun phrases. That is, you cannot use preposition without nouns or noun phrases to show relationships between people or places or things, which means prepositions are used with nouns or noun phrases to show relationships between people, places, or things. Let's look at this example. The book is on the table. The book is on the table. The preposition in this sentence is on, and is trying to show the relationship between the two noun phrases, that is the book and the table. The students are playing under the Iroko tree. The preposition in this sentence is under, and this is showing the relationship between the students and the Iroko tree. He looked at me. He looked at me. The preposition in this sentence is at. Now, we may also say preposition may also be used to indicate time or when something happens or happened. For example, the boys waited for half an hour. The preposition for in this sentence is used to indicate the time the boy has been waiting. We shall stop before 3 o'clock. The preposition before in this sentence is telling us the time when they will stop what they are doing. Now let's look at another definition of preposition. Prepositions are words like above, beside, under, with, from, etc. A preposition is usually followed by a noun or a noun phrase. For instance, from Sokoto, we can say Abba is from Sokoto. Under the teacher's table, we can say my pen is under the teacher's table, which means from, under are all used with noun and noun phrases. These phrases often tell us where somebody or something was or is or will be. Another uses of preposition is some prepositions are used in phrases about time. That is, we make use of some preposition when we are talking about time. For instance, at 1 o'clock, in 10 minutes time. The teacher will commence the class in 10 minutes time. For an hour, she has been waiting for an hour. The teacher will come on Monday, etc. Another use of preposition is the preposition of. Often expresses possession. That is, we can make use of preposition of when we are referring to ownership. That is, what belongs to us. We can say, for example, the flag of Nigeria, the roar of a lion, the walls of a city, etc. The preposition of is also used in phrases referring to a container and what it contains. That is, we can make use of preposition of when we are referring to a container and the content of that container. For instance, a box of matches, a cup of tea, a bottle of water. All these are showing the matches, the bottle, the cup, and the content of all these containers. The preposition of is also used in phrases referring to a part and a whole. That is, the cover of the book. We are talking about the cover and the book. The floor of the classroom, and many more. The preposition of is also used with material of which something is made. That is, when you are using preposition of to refer to material of which something is made. For example, a sheet of paper, a drop of water, a piece of glass, etc. The preposition to is often used in front of infinitives. Can anybody tell us what infinitives are? Yes, Rukoya. Yes, infinitives are the basic dictionary form of a verb. For example, I am going to work harder. The verb after the preposition to, work, is a verb in its basic form, and that is an infinitive. It stopped me to ask the time. The verb after to, ask, is an infinitive, and that is what we are saying when we say preposition to is often used in front of infinitives. Prepositions may also be used to express relationship between people. That is, we can also use preposition to express relationship between people. For example, The people were against the chief. That is, the people opposed the chief, but they were for his brother, which means against and for are prepositions that are showing relationship between people. When we said they were for his brother, we mean the people were supporting his brother. So preposition for and against are used to show relationship between the chief and his brother. He came with hers. He came with hers. What's the preposition in this sentence? Yes, Nora? With. That is correct. And the meaning of this sentence means he accompanied hers. She is like her mother. She is like her mother. What's the preposition in this sentence? Like. That's correct. And that means when we say she's like her mother, we are saying she resembles her mother. Now let's look at prepositions made of, or made from, or made with. When do we make use of all this? We usually use of after made when we are naming the only material of which something is made. That is, we use of and made together when we are referring to the only material of which something is made. E.g., a pot is made of clay. Of course, water is also used in making a pot, but the water disappears before the pot is finished. So the only material used for making the pot is clay. We can also use of when some small parts of the object are made of another material. For example, you may say, that door is made of wood. That door is made of wood. Although the lock and the handle are made of metal, but these ones are the small part of the object. But the major material for this door is wood. So we can say that door is made of wood. Note that we sometimes use from instead of after made. That is, instead of using of, we can use from. E.g., bread is made from flour. But we know that bread contains small amount of other materials, e.g., like salt, like yeast, like water. Another one is we usually use with after made when we are naming one or two materials that are used in making something. We usually use with after made when we are naming one or two materials that are used in making something. For example, this soup was made with onions, but that soup was made without onions. So which means we use made with when we are referring to the material that made up the soup, and that is onions. However, speakers and writers of English do not always follow these differences exactly. It is not wrong to say or write, these pots are made from clay. And we can also say, bread is made with flour. So which means all these two expressions are correct as well. So you can easily say these pots are made from clay. As we have rightly said, we can say this pot is made of clay. So you can use either of the two, either made of or made from. And you can as well say bread is made from flour, or you can say bread is made with flour. To this, we come to the end of today's lesson. Summarily, when you hear the word preposition, prepositions are words that are used to show relationships between people, places, or things. And mind you, you cannot use preposition without a noun or a noun phrases. Until next class that will be taking another lesson, I wish you all the best, and I pray Almighty Allah continue to protect us and save us from this pandemic. Do ensure you stay home and you stay safe. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.